Good morning friends, welcome to pre-market update. Yesterday we had a good rally, largely led by across the board buying, except for the banking. All the major sectors yesterday were in action. In terms of prominent gainers in Sensex, we had seen buying in Infosys, Reliance, ITC, HUL, Bharti, Sun Pharma, Dr. Reddy's, BHEL and GAIL Limited. These counters were up in the range of 2 to 4%. Tata Steel was the biggest gainer in yesterday's trade with gains of 5%. In terms of prominent losers in Sensex yesterday, we had seen losses in SBI, BHEL, Axis Bank and Vedanta Limited. In percentage terms, Sensex was up approximately 1.4%, and Nifty was also up 1.35% yesterday. If we were to analyze the mid cap and the small cap indexes, they were also in action. The BSE mid cap index was up 1.7%, while the small cap index was up approximately 1%. If we were to see yesterday's provisional figure of FIs were net buyers to the tune of 116 crore in cash market, while DIs were seller to the tune of approximately 192 crores. In terms of global cues, both the Dow, S&P and Nasdaq were all in green. Dow was up 236 points, S&P was up 36. Dow was 236 points up, S&P was up 36 points, and Nasdaq closed 103 points up. In terms of Asian markets, Hang Seng market and Shanghai markets are closed. However, Nikkei is trading strongly and it is up 1.75% at this point in time. SGX at this point in time is trading 61 points up at 8036 levels, suggesting that we might open on a positive note. Now friends, let's have a derivative check.
Good morning friends, we'll give analysis on derivatives. In yesterday's market, taking positive cues from the international markets or kind of a mixed cues from the international markets, back home our market opened with a positive bias and with a gap up of around 40-50 points. However, during the first half of the trade, we have seen Nifty trading in a narrow range but was able to maintain its morning gains. And in the last 1 to 2 hour of trade, we have seen Nifty showing a good amount of recovery and has been moving on the northward direction and posting new intraday high at the regular interval, mainly backed by gains in most of all the sector except banking sector, which we did thought that is seeing a huge build-up of around 16% banking could outperform. But eventually, unfortunately, in yesterday's trading session, banking stocks were the major underperformer, and Nifty finally managed to, despite of banking being a major underperformer, Nifty finally ended with 1.5% gain at 7980.35. Now the open interest terms, we have seen an unwinding of around 0.23%, indicating, and the cost of carry was more or less same at around 5%, indicating some kind of short covering which was observed by market participants in yesterday's trade, while put call ratio have again inched 1 basis point higher from 0.91 to 0.92 levels, and volatility index had dipped by around 10%, seeing a sharp fall and had gone below 20 odd levels. It decreased from 21.57 to 19.63, which is a positive sign for our market. On the options activity, after seeing a huge pile-up of position the last since start of the expiry, we have seen some kind of unwinding in call options. However, the unwinding was on the highest call base, which is at 8,200 strike price, which showed an unwinding of around 1%. Now the highest open interest is in 8,300 call option. However, 8,000 call option is also quite high. The difference between 8,300 and 8,000 is quite less, since we are inching towards 8,000. Hence, our major focus in today's trading session will be on the 8,000 call option, which saw a build up of around 6%, and it's in one type of highest in terms of open interest with around 39 lakh shares in it. While in put option, again we have seen some kind of heavy pile-up of position in at the mini strike price, that is 7,900, has seen an addition of around 31%, while 7,800, which used to be the highest in terms of open interest, has seen an unwinding which was negligible of around 1%. However, 7,500 put option still remains as the highest in terms of open interest and has seen an addition of around 10%. So seeing the options data and the derivatives, we are giving a bounce, and we are getting a bounce mainly to the short covering. The short covering bounce could continue in more couple of trading sessions, but unless and until in after 2 trading sessions we don't see and long positions getting added, then we might see Nifty taking resistance anywhere around 8,100, 8,200. So watch out for long positions getting built up and the FIS activity too, since FIS have been FIS have been on the sidelines in the last few trading sessions. There are no securities in ban period for today's trade. On FIS index futures, they continue to be net sellers. They were net sellers by 145 odd crores. While in index options, after seeing a sharp buying, after seeing a heavy buying in the last 2 to 3 trading sessions, they started covering some of the call writing positions. They were net sellers by around 120 odd crores. While stock futures, they were net sellers by 111 odd crores, and stock options net buyers of around 78 crores. For our VWAP level, 5 days VWAP stands at 7880 with a lower range at 7880 and high range at 8000. SGX Nifty is trading positive, and again some kind of gap up opening can be expected. It's up by around 64 odd points at 8040, indicating positive opening can be seen in today's trade. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Now friends, let's discuss the trading ideas for the day. Now first trading idea for the day is Reliance Communication at 67.85. Reliance Communication will partner with Mukesh Ambani's Reliance Industries telecom venture Reliance Jio for offering 4th generation services through spectrum and trading route. So this is beneficial for RCOM as it has large amounts of debt. So cash flows will help RCOM to reduce the debt and also improve the utilization of spectrum. This is positive for RCOM. Action to be taken is long RCOM. Stop loss is placed at 65. Will be targeting levels of 70 and 73. Now next long idea for the day is Kalpataru Power at 254 rupees. Kalpataru Power Transmission has received new orders for approximately 781 crores. So this will increase the revenue visibility for the company. Action to be taken is long Kalpataru Power. Stop loss is placed at 251. Will be targeting levels of 260. Now short idea for the day is HCL Tech. Current market price 982. According to management of HCL Tech, company's Q1 revenue are likely to be affected because of one of the client specific issue and also fluctuations in currency. So that will likely to decrease the profitability of company. So this is negative development for HCL Tech. Action to be taken is short HCL Tech. Stop loss is placed at 992. Will be targeting levels of 962. Now friends, we'll be moving on to news update front. Sri Renuka Sugar files for judicial protection for its Brazilian subsidiary. Approval will allow the company for loan restructuring, drawing a long-term turnaround plan. Now FIPB has approved 18 foreign investment proposals, including Aegon Relicare and Aditya Birla's proposal worth 5,000 crores. SEBI on Tuesday exempted Center from takeover code obligations for its investment in 3 bankers, Dena Bank, Bank of India and Corporation Bank. NDTV Group's digital arm, NDTV Convergence today signed around 100 crore deal with content recommendation engine Taboola to power its entire network of desktop and mobile sites. NDTV, which has been working with Taboola for over a year, has signed the strategic deal for 3 years. Yesterday's AGM updates, Reliance Capital has updated. In Reliance Life, Nippon plans to increase the stake from current levels of 26% to 49%. Also, it intends to increase the stake. Nippon Life also intends to increase the stake in Reliance Capital Asset Management Company from current levels of 35% to 49%. Maharashtra government yesterday decided to increase VAT on petrol, diesel, gold and diamond jewelry, cigarettes, alcohol and soft drinks from 1st October for next 5 months. Government, in an important update, government cut natural gas prices by 16% to 4.24 MMBTU. On gross calorific value, the new gas price will be approximately 3.82 per MMBTU. In what looks like another victory for Nestle India, the National Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission has decided to hear the issue of alleged improper sampling and testing methodology undertaken by various state food regulators. So this is positive development for Nestle. Forex investment flows during Jan to June 2015 stood at 19.4 billion compared to figure of 14.94 billion in the last year's similar period. SR Oil meets government deadline to pay 335 million for Iranian crude. SR Oil buys 50 to 20% of its crude requirement from Iran. This was first payment for refiners this year as international sanctions on the Persian Gulf nation are set to ease. While government agreeing to appoint an arbitrator for its rupees 10,246 crore tax dispute with Gain Energy PLC, company is awaiting a faster resolution on this matter. In terms of core sector growth data, growth in 8 core sectors, that is coal, crude, natural gas, refinery products, fertilizers, steel, cement and electricity increased to 2.6% in August after a slower growth seen in 1.1% seen in the July month. Further on the news update front, Piramal Enterprise likely to scoop up ILFS, ILNFS. It is an unlisted company in an all-stock deal to create a 15,000 crore entity. Today's corporate action, IDFC is likely to trade after the spin-off. First hour will decide the pricing for the stock. April to August fiscal deficit stood at 66.5% of budget estimates. Now stocks with positive and negative bias. Stocks with positive bias for trading perspective are L&T at 1466, ACC Limited at 1346 and HUL at 814. Now stocks with negative bias are Infratel India at 355 and Tech Mahindra at 557. Now stocks for investment which can be suggested to long-term investors are Aditya Birla Nova at 2144, IndusInd Bank at 942, Reliance Industry at 862, United Phosphorus Limited at 458 and LIC Housing Finance at 470. Now that's all from the day. Have a wonderful day ahead.